You're watching me now, aren't we? Aren't we watching now, huh? Anyways, welcome to the very last podcast. I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad you're with me right now. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. I do plan to pump out a lot more content within the next few weeks, baby. Just finalizing a few things. Obviously, lighting is a big, important role in the vibe that I'm trying to create here on YouTube. I also, I'm almost getting the aesthetic appropriate. I'm going for this, pre-apocalyptic podcast or experience or hangout, whatever you want to call it, whatever gets our mind away from all the noise out there in the world, because I want to connect with you, because that's what's important here, talking to like-minded people, not being run by a logarithm, which would be a great name for a pop band in the future from now, when we all look back on these years and think about, remember that fucked up decade? Might be 2 decades. Remember that time? Remember those 20 years? Remember back then, for about 20 years, we were in the upside down world? Remember that, when shit was just crazy? But that band Logarithm, man, wow, they were hot. Leave a comment, and tell all your friends. Anyways, this podcast is brought to you by me, a guy who is 100% certain, almost certain, that we might not even outlive our homeland, Mother Earth. Isn't that fucking deranged? That's crazy, right? So I just wanted to come out here and just talk, because I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking it. In fact, I know I'm not the only one thinking it. My pet dog here, Frenchie, my Frenchie right here, this little baby girl, she doesn't know. She thinks the world's all perfect, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. She thinks the world's gonna be fine, and I want to make sure it is fine. So that's why I'm here, recruiting you as my colonel to this new loving community / cult that I want to create right here. It's the very last podcast, because it could be your very last podcast. So come join, be a part of the team, hit the like button, subscribe, share your stories about why you're here, and I'll try to commit to talking to you about my story. I have a lot of stories, and I could start anywhere really, but that's over time. I'm sure we'll get to all the stories. There is one thing, however, that I must say, going back to, remember that time when things were fucked up back in that period of time back then? Going back to that time, we did not ask for this, right? We didn't ask for this. I don't think we asked for none of this, right? So we're just making the most of it. Aren't you just adorable? I do have a French bulldog here, Luna, who's just the cutest thing, if I could show you her. Here she is. Luna, okay. Oh boy, you're getting heavy, little girl. There she is. Isn't she cute? Watch this. I've been teaching her. Okay. Sing. No, she can't sing. Not yet. You know what? You want to sit there? Fine. You can sit there. Just don't start licking or anything, okay? What else do I want to discuss here? I was going to save this for later. Some big news is going on here in the state of California, where I'm broadcasting from, live in the state of California. We are in Hollywood right now. It's a beautiful evening, beautiful Thursday night. It's the end of September. Dancing in September, man. I was doing that yesterday, actually. I was at a taping at the Jennifer Hudson show, believe it or not, and they played that song. Maybe, that one right there, they played it, and what perfect time, it was just interesting. One of those things clicked where the song came on. Halfway through it, I was like, wait, I'm dancing, and wait, it is September. Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. All right. I might get into hot topics here. I do have true crime story time written down. I know, for those who are unaware of true crime story time, it was something that I put on YouTube a week ago. I think it was a week ago, where I took this idea. I'm really into podcasts, true crime podcasts, and I thought it'd be a fun idea to tape myself giving a quick 2-page story of a famous true crime story that in real life, and then making it rhyme, turning it into a nursery rhyme. And I did that, and there's a clip, you can follow it. I have it in my one of my segments. I think it was episode 1. I had it there. So yeah, I wanted to talk more about that because I like nursery rhymes, I like true crime, and I thought it'd be a cool idea to just rant and rave about different true crime stories, but then make it as a nursery rhyme.
100 bands, 100 bands, 100 bands. Contraband, contraband, contraband.
And if you care to send me a story or a story you've either heard or something in the news that's from your community or from your hometown, if it's a open file, if it's still a cold case, or just some crazy true crime story from your hometown, I love that shit. So if you can, slide in my DMs, let me know. I do have my top 6 true crime stories right now. And number 1 has always been JonBenet Ramsey from a child. That was probably the first time I ever thought about true crime, or the first time a story really stuck to me about, wow, this is gruesome. It was that one. Billionaire Murders is second place. That is more recent in my lifetime. 2017, I believe. Took place in Toronto, Canada. It was dubbed the Billionaire Murders. It is a cold case still. It hasn't been solved, but you might want to look up Billionaire Murders. Kevin Donovan, I believe, was the writer from the Toronto Star, who penned a great documentary and podcast that you can catch online. The Billionaire Murders. Ooh, I love that one for all the wrong reasons. Lacey Peterson. That's a more common known true crime story that's been going on for a while. Netflix always pumps out a Lacey Peterson series every few years. Number 4, Madeleine McCann, another great, well, I shouldn't say great, it was tragic, sorry. I always think of production. Another great produced Netflix show was Madeleine McCann. There we go. Yeah, that was heart-wrenching. Chandra Levy is another one from years ago. Look her up. And the last but not least, Menendez brothers. Hey, that fascinated me too. 2 kids from Beverly Hills shooting their parents. That's fucked up, yo. So please subscribe, like, tell all your friends, leave me a comment, share this on your socials, tell them that I am starting a family and I am looking for a few members. I want to build something special here. We're doing it right now. We're doing this, right? We only got one life to live, 100% of the shots that hit are the ones that aren't fired or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. It's the very last podcast. What else do I got here? David. Ooh, there's a story unfolding here in Hollywood. Ooh, quite a good one, actually. It's about that star, David. Well, you might have heard about this online. It's taking place currently. I know it's hard to follow a lot of true crime stories or a lot of things in the news because they only seem to be talking about one thing, and it's coming from the Oval Office. But I digress. There is the famous R&B/pop singer David D4VD. He's on tour currently, but that was the story about the Tesla. They found an abandoned Tesla in the Hollywood Hills. There for about 2 or 3 days. So then the city towed it, or someone complained, they towed it. And then it wasn't until someone at work there started noticing a bad odor coming from the car at the tow facility where they brought the Tesla to. So the police were called, they popped up in the trunk, and they found the remains of a 14-year-old girl chopped up. So yeah, that's a crazy story. Like a rock. I'll get to maybe I'll do actually a longer take on that, and I'll give you the details of those for those that are interested. I might do that on an upcoming show. Of course, I want to get into the main message. I've said this again, and I'll say it again. Put your phone down. Start timing yourself. Here's the easy thing to do, okay? Because we're not quitting cold turkey. You don't have to freak out. But take your phone, set an alarm for about 5 hours, and then put your phone down and do something without your phone for 5 hours. I promise you, it's going to take every strain of muscle, sweat, and tears to try to fight it. But you'd be surprised once you do, Or if you get halfway there, that's even good enough. It's a start. Put the phone down. Stop scrolling. It's wasting your energy Trust me, it's wasting your time. You know, these corporations want people to be stuck on their phone scrolling, right? They want to see as many advertisements as possible. It's analytically fucking voodoo logarithm shit, bro. You know, so put your phone down. You know, set yourself an alarm. Go do something. Go learn how to garden. Go, I don't know, go paint something. Go to a store, buy some paint, and paint a wall in your house. You know, and after that, then you can pick up your phone and, you know, share it as a story. Because scrolling is bad, okay? Scrolling is bad for you. It's worse than brushing your teeth, scrolling. I mean, that didn't make sense. Anyways, put your phone down, start a podcast, talk it out, you know, read a book. I'm reading a book. I'll tell you more about it later on. Yeah, trust me. It'll get your energies. It'll get your mind growing, right? You learn something, you know. Trust me. That's about it for now. I'm signing off. Please like, subscribe, give me a heart, tell all your friends about me, and if you want to be on the show, please shoot me a message. Let's do this, brah. I'll set it up, you know. I'll make it comfy. Bye for now.